Okay, time for a new Chud. So, you guys all know that we deal with John Doyle quite a bit on this channel. In John Doyle's most recent video, he recommended a friend of his who is even more mask off than John is, believe it or not. So, let's take a look at this guy. His name is, Nathaniel Abbott. Nathaniel Abbott is a lot like John Doyle, and this is his video called Democracy Doesn't Work and Voting is Cringe. So let's take a look at this young person being an idiot.
Alright, so I'm not exactly sure why and at what point I became the person that has to fix everyone else's problems. Like, obviously I'm big-brained and I have all the answers, but at the same time, can you not keep it together for 10 minutes? I feel like I'm watching toddlers.
What's up with John Doyle's this too? Is there just like an infestation of white male Zoomers who ironically think they're smarter than everyone else around them and think that everything would work out if they were just like the dictators in charge of everything? What's up with that? Like, he's being ironic about it, where he's like, I'm the smartest guy around, and he's doing it with the tone of someone saying it ironically, but he clearly really believes that, because this is a video where he's talking about how democracy is bad, and how people like him should be in charge of everything. What the fuck is up with that? Like, this kid doesn't know dick about dick, clearly. So why does he think he's this big brain boy who knows everything about everything and should be in charge? It's just pathetic.
I leave the room for 30 seconds. Next thing, half of you are sticking crayons up your noses, and the other half are trying to run democratic elections or whatever this is supposed to be. Here's the thing. There's a lot of problems coming to light right now because we have widespread voter fraud and corruption.
We've
put
together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
So, dumb fascists like to play that video like it's a gotcha, like somehow Biden got caught spiking the lens while secretly talking about a voter fraud organization. Hey, guys, you know that we can take 5 seconds and look at the video, which we have before, and he's talking about an anti-voter fraud commission from his side. It's a voter fraud, like, organization, not an organization to commit voter fraud. It's an anti-voter fraud organization. You just look like a jackass when you show shit like that out of context.
So our democracy isn't working right now. But even when it is working, it's also not working. Because here's the real problem. The problem isn't that there's voter fraud, or that there's people voting illegally, or that there's vote counts being manipulated. The problem is people are voting. See, in America, we've been trying to fix our system, I suppose, by making voting a more and more inclusive process. We've had three different amendments at this point that have expanded voting rights to more and more people so that right now everyone over the age of 18 can vote.
And that's a good thing, because as it turns out, and here's the nice thing, okay? People should have a say in their government, because when people don't have a say in their government, that's basically a dictatorship or some sort of authoritarian state. You know, like China, the place that people like you pretend to not like, but secretly you wish we were like that, just with you in charge? Yeah, no. It's a good thing that people are able to vote, and I'm very proud of the fact that even though America started off with very, very limiting about who could vote and how our votes mattered, and we still continue to this day struggle with that with the Electoral College, but nonetheless, the fact that America has over time given people the ability to vote, which they should have had from the beginning, and given people a say in their government is a wonderful thing. Does it always work to the best ends? No, but that's kind of how agency works, right? We all make choices all the time. Those choices aren't perfect and they don't create utopia, but they are nonetheless the choices you get to make, and the agency that you have and the ability to make those choices is the point. That's the point. Is that you get to help decide the destiny of your country, of the people within it. If you're just like in a country and other people are making decisions for you and you have absolutely no say in what's going on, kind of feels, I don't know, totalitarian? Feels fashy? It's not good. No one likes that shit. Especially when it's like dumb fucks like this guy who are like, I'm the big brain boy. Haha, I put a caution thing on my wall because ironic. And idiots like this think that they should be in charge of everyone, even though they're callous monsters who don't care about literally anyone but themselves. I feel like a lot of people who just like have no empathy somehow have been convinced that that lack of empathy is indicative that they're smart, when really it's just indicative that they're assholes. I blame TV for this, by the way, because it's a trope, right? Dr. House, Rick Sanchez, etc., Sherlock Holmes, characters that are like emotionless or don't care about other people, and that's like indicative of their intelligence. Like, oh, smart people don't care about other people, and that's how you should be as a smart person. And it convinced a bunch of dumb people like this that as long as they don't give a shit about others, that automatically makes them smart, and it doesn't. It just makes them assholes. It's frustrating.
And there's even some people right now trying to lower that age to 16. But the problem has never been that there's a certain demographic of people that's been excluded from the process. The question shouldn't be who should vote and how do we safeguard the process. The question should be, should people vote?
Yes. Yes, they should.
Think about it. If you watch the video this far, I can only assume you have an IQ somewhere in the quadruple digits, which means that you know that most people are stupid, which is based, okay? Being stupid is epic, but we've created a system where
I hate his ironic trying to get in touch. I mean, this kid probably is a Zoomer, but like I'm a Zoomer and I'm gonna teach you that fascism is actually good through Zoomer memes. It's grating. It's grating on my soul.
Asking stupid people to think and pay attention to current events and policy decisions and such. And we're just kind of trusting that they are, but they're not. They're busy watching some show that stopped airing 16 years ago.
Sitcoms bad. I don't like Friends. I actually have you seen the fantastic show Richard and Mortimer? It is you got to be very intelligent. You got to be a big brain boy like this guy or John Doyle to understand it. He turned himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever seen. Haha. And anyone who likes Friends is an idiot.
See, my faith in humanity will ping pong back and forth within the hour. One moment I'm driving down the road and I get to watch everyone in sync pull off to the side to let an ambulance pass. And then I say to myself, hey, I think we're gonna be okay. And then I get to the parking lot at my destination. And then I realize, oh, we're very much not going to be okay. See, people are capable.
I often make my decisions on whether or not other people should have the right to vote based on traffic. Brilliant.
Of reacting to the stimuli of a big red loud thing coming towards them. But that doesn't mean they're capable of properly conducting themselves in the presence of parallel lines. And that doesn't mean they're capable of making informed voting decisions. But even if we could somehow stop the stupid people...
You think this guy's mom knows that he's making fascist, pro-fascism videos in his room? Like when she brings him the milk and cookies, is she like, oh, hey, sweetie, how are you doing? Oh, you making your little videos for YouTube? You doing your Fortnite dances? You flossing? He's like, get out, Mom! I gotta tell people why democracy's bad. It's because feminists ruin video games. Okay, honey, I'll be in the other room if you need anything.
From voting, we would still not be in the clear. Because as I've said before, just because you're smart doesn't mean you're not stupid. And either way, democracy is still a big conglomeration of promises that are not kept. What do we promise with democracy? Oh, in democracy, we all get a say. In democracy, we make the decisions. In democracy, we're in charge. 1 second, he's taking a sip for dramatic effect.
What did that mug say?
We're in charge. 1 second, he's taking a sip for dramatic effect.
What, I'm still fabulous. Okay.
Yeah, do you feel in charge? Do you feel like your voice is heard? Because at any moment through your voting process, some vote counter with a room temperature IQ can say to himself, this piece of paper has boxes checked that I don't like. I don't like these boxes. How about haha, trash mode with your opinion?
So you found one TikTok where someone ripped up a ballot which may or may not be real. And that means we should undo democracy Wow. Brilliant.
And then there goes all of your political power. See, that's the thing. You have no power. Somebody is in charge, and it's not you. Here's what we try to do. We try to get the best person possible into the position of the presidency. Even if we can. That person
That was a fake vid. Shocking.
is only there for 4 to 8 years. The process to get them there is slow, expensive, and cringe. And if we can...
Then you should maybe have publicly funded elections instead of privately funded ones, and we should do away with Citizens United, so we stop having big-moneyed interest groups basically selecting the president via their wallets. That'd be good, instead of, you know, undoing the foundational principles of our country. You know, no taxation without representation. The representation part's important there, and even though the country started out, you know, not really living up to all men are created equal, whatever. We've gotten closer to it as time has gone on, allowing women and landowning white people and then non-white people to vote. These were all good things that we did, as opposed to you looking at a video on TikTok and deciding because of that you should overthrow democracy. This guy is the kind of stupid asshole who was at the Capitol riot, by the way.
Get that best person in there. Doesn't really matter. Their political power is still checked and balanced. If we can't get the best person and we're stuck with the other dude, we're stuck with them for 4 years, and the proper legal process to remove them from office is slow, expensive, and cringe. That's what democracy is.
I often make political decisions based on what is the most cringe. It's a very adult way of doing things. I'm glad that overlord master race people like this young boy will be in charge of us and be making decisions about the real world based on what his mentality deems to be cringe, even though he's got random humor on as well as his set dressing. Haha, look, I got a ukulele and a wet floor sign and a corn guy and a pineapple on my wall. I'm so random, but let me tell you how democracy's cringe.
Slow, expensive, and cringe. What's the alternative? Thank you for asking. Well, what if instead of having a democratically elected president, what if we just had a king? Think about it.
Is this guy dating Caitlyn Bennett secretly? Does her husband know?
The king's a genius madman. We can just let him do his thing. We don't have to worry about it because he's got all the answers. But if on the flip side, he's not a genius and he's a total idiot, we can just kill him.
Yeah, historically, that's not how monarchies have gone at all. As we all know, every bad monarch in history was ousted by the populace, and they definitely didn't go on to cause lots of destructive policies for people he was ruling. Good job.
We can just kill him, and that's not a radical take. That's what humans have been doing for literally thousands of years. And back when we had kings, I think we were vibing a little bit more. We had safer borders, we had stronger currencies, we had better aesthetics. I think...
Man, people who long for monarchy or feudalism are the most pathetic people on the planet.
Everyone was vibing. Sometimes we would just go conquer other nation states just for craps and laughs.
You ever unironically be like, yeah, imperialism and conquering other people, that's good. That's a good thing and definitely not bad.
Maybe the king's doing it because he's on an ego trip. Doesn't really matter. Look how much fun these dudes are having.
Dare I say this kid's like cringier than John Doyle, which is saying a lot.
But again, if the king sucks, there's no long, drawn-out, painful political process to remove him. You just get a knock at your door. Oh, look, it's your neighbor. He's like, oh, hey there, guy. Everybody's kind of cheesed, so we're gonna go take some torches and pitchforks. That's such a stupid voice. We're gonna go take some torches and pitchforks, and then we're gonna go kill the king. We got a bunch of both, so whatever you want. The thing is, though, we're looking a little torch heavy on the ratio right now, so it'd be kind of cool if you took a pitchfork. See, that's another reason I don't trust smart people. If they're so smart, why don't we have data on the optimal torch to pitchfork ratio in an angry mob? Why is there literally no research on the subject? But either way, am I advocating for violence and the use of force to get your way politically? No. I'm just saying on a very technical standpoint, it's efficient.
Hold on.
Am I angry mob? Why is there literally no research on the subject? But either way,
Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Oopsie. Didn't mean to do that. Boy, it sure would be a shame if at 5 minutes and 33 seconds you went to go report this video for telling people that violence is good.
am I advocating for violence and the use of force to get your way politically? No. I'm just saying on a very technical standpoint it's efficient. Like, you can't tell me it doesn't work. Also, let's be real. It's kind of trad. Alright. What was the song I want? Okay. No. Democracy doesn't work and voting is cringe. But for legal reasons. For legal reasons, everything I said in this video is an absolute joke. Thank you for watching. I think I might start doing more video. This is all a total train wreck. I'm just going to leave it in. I think I might make more videos where I talk about things that I think are cringe. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, maybe leave a comment.
If your strategy for making a YouTube channel is ever, I want to be John Doyle, but way more embarrassing, please rethink everything you've ever done in your entire life. Okay? That'd be great. Well, this guy's getting added to the regular Chud list.